On August 19th, 2022, there was a murder. A rogue game developer named DB Wilson, from his garage, killed Juicing. And since the Reddit autopsy has conclusively proven you cannot make money mapping anymore, it's time for us to move on to greener pastures and off into the unknown. Over the next week, I'll be doing something I've literally never done before. I'll be leaving maps, and I'll be going out on an adventure to continue my search to find the loot. Yo guys, welcome to the video. This is Josh or Milky, and in today's video we're going to be going over a farm that after yesterday, well, it was not the best. I actually had second thoughts about uploading this video, but then I realized win, lose or draw, the purpose of these videos is to showcase the strategy to you guys, and regardless of my personal feelings towards it, it is to show you what you can get if you were to do the strategy. So that is what we're going to do. We're going to be doing Blighted Maps today, and I hope you enjoy it. So I am by no means a blight savant. I had to get a lot of help to do this in terms of what anoints I went for and what oils I used. And we actually tried two different oils on the map. We went with crimsons for one, which means that the varieties of items contained in 30 blight chests are lucky. So this basically just gives you more loot, but it still takes 5 minutes. And then we tried out teal oils, which means that blight monsters spawn 75% faster. And it only takes 3 minutes to do an encounter, which was a lifesaver. After we did 36 crimson oil maps, they were torture. As you can see from the intro, that was pretty much all we did. We just stood there spinning around, didn't have to build any towers. It was horrible. But if you were to do them, maybe you would have to build towers, in which case we should actually go over which towers are good. I personally went with the meteor towers, create burning ground for 3 seconds on hit. This is really good. Minions summoned by your summoning towers have 25% increased damage. These were the best ones I was told by chat, and kind of the strategy I went for was to build a stun tower and a cold tower on every side of the pump, and then just spam my meteor and summoning towers, and it never went wrong. In the ones that I did choose to build towers, by the end of the night I did just stop building them though. But anyway, we'll go straight on into the loot. Just give me 1 second to get over there. Okay, so here's the part of the video where you might see it all starts going a bit wrong. That is not a lot of loot for 8 hours, because there's nothing really that promising in there. There's no big drops like we had the previous day. It's very consistent loot, I'll give it that. But my god, there's just not a lot of it. We got 1 tainted oil, we got 2 reflective oils. We did get a few of these blight ravaged maps, but they're just not that expensive, so not reliable. Now what I will say, and what is probably quite important, is that this strategy will probably be phenomenal at least. Doing blight maps or blight encounters in maps is probably 5 times better than it is right now. So take this with a pinch of salt. This will definitely be something that's worth looking at during a league start, but this late in the league, I would just go do logbooks if you want to do something like this. It's very similar to logbooks, except logbooks, you know, yield a bit more and you can get more exciting loot. So I'm going to take you over the spreadsheet, but as you can see from that, it's not going to look good. So finally, coming into the spreadsheet, as you can see, we paid 18 chaos per blight map on average, and we got pretty much nothing back. It's quite sad to look at. From the excellence, we only made 4,753 chaos. Obviously, this is before bulk, but either way, it's probably still not looking that good. 35C from the influence maps. And for the blight ravage maps, I tentatively priced them at 30C each. I looked on TFT, that seems to be the going rate. Maybe they're a bit more, maybe they're a bit less, but again, it's not going to have a huge impact. And we ended up making 2.61 divines per hour, but as I say in this series, we don't care about that. We care about this. And the profit per blight map ended up being 67.45 chaos, which isn't that bad, because it's a set amount of time you have to do this for. There's no RNG really. You're gonna make money back. It's very consistent. So if you don't have a lot of time and you can like AFK these pretty much by building the right towers, this actually isn't that bad. The kind of person that should be doing this is the person that probably doesn't have their great items yet. Maybe they're on a weaker build and they're just looking for that steady income. Maybe they've got Netflix on the other screen. Maybe they've got my stream on the other screen. You never know. But either way, that is the kind of person that should do this. You should not be doing this if you have a multiple mirror build and stood around spinning in a circle. It's just not cricket. It's not fun. Don't do it. But the caveat being, this could be very good at league start, and I really do think it will be something I revisit next league early on, if I can kind of cleanse myself of the pain that it took to complete these in the first place. But now I do have an announcement for you guys. The announcement is that starting on Friday from 2 PM BST, there will be a 24-hour stream where I'm going to gamble pretty much all my currency away. We're going to do every gamble we can think of. Nothing too huge. I don't want to do one click buy 100 divines. We're going to do as many small gambles as we can and try and spend like 500, 600 divines. We're just going to have a good time. It's going to be a 24-hour stream. We're going to do lots of things in there. If you need help crafting, you need to learn something, come by, let me know. We're going to need stuff to fill the time. We're also going to be playing some other community-driven games. It's going to be a good time. So if you want to check that out, go to twitch.tv/MilkyBK. Leave a follow, leave a Twitchy P if you've got one, and we'll see you there if you choose to come visit. I'll see you in the next video. If not, bye-bye, guys. The varieties of...